Hey everyone, my name is Tejas and this is the Squibbler. Welcome to 2019. I don't want to start off this video by saying something negative or anything like that, and I don't intend on this video being a complaint video or a rant video because I really want Hogwarts Mystery to be a fantastic game and it has the potential. But right now, after almost 8-9 months since this game has been released, it still is pretty bad and there are so many things that can be improved, and hopefully if someone from Jam City is watching, then maybe take these notes into consideration and potentially make this game even better than what it is right now. This is a notification I received earlier today when I woke up. Well, I'm just kidding. I didn't wake up at 7:15 a.m. But when I did wake up, I saw this notification and it made me chuckle. Not that I haven't found the time or anything, but I've just not found the motivation enough to open the app and play. So the first reason why I have not been motivated enough or inspired enough to open the game and to play Hogwarts Mystery is because of the repetitive events that we've been getting since God knows when. It's been so many months now since we've been getting the same House Pride, House Crest events, and it's become incredibly repetitive and it's become incredibly dull, and there's nothing new being added to the game which, you know, excites me enough to want to continue to play Hogwarts Mystery. If we can get more variety in the events that are being thrown at us, then definitely Hogwarts Mystery will be a much more interesting game to play. But otherwise, right now, House Pride, House Crest, it's the same old thing again and again and again, and it needs to stop. Speaking of these events, all the time the rewards are always some sort of clothing item for your avatar or some different form of skin for your cat or toad or whatever, and these rewards are not very incentivizing. Is that a word? Whatever. What I meant to say was these rewards are not enticing enough for me to continue playing this game or to continue in these events, because these rewards are just not that great. If you want to change these rewards, then put gems there, put more notebooks, because that's my second point, that the notebooks that we get in these rewards for these events are very, very few. We hardly get about 10 notebooks, if at all you reach the very end of that event. You get maybe about 10 notebooks, and that means basically nothing because you need to complete these events at least 3 or 4 times in order to purchase a pet or a creature in the Magical Creatures Reserve, and it takes a very, very long time for us to reach that stage. So these events need to buck up in terms of their rewards. Stop it with the clothing items. I'm getting really sick of those. And also improve the number of notebooks or any other rewards that could be potentially even better in these events. Gems is definitely, I think, the #1 currency that people would love to have as rewards in Hogwarts Mystery. Speaking of gems and currencies, there are way too many currencies in Hogwarts Mystery right now. We have coins, we have gems, we have brown notebooks, we have red notebooks, and from images we can also tell that we have the blue and yellow notebooks, or golden, or whatever you want to call it, coming soon as well. Why do we need so many currencies? Why not just have gems as the currency for all pets or all creatures? Why must it be brown notebooks and then red notebooks? If I want to pursue brown notebooks, I can't do that right now because most of the rewards for the events that are going on right now are giving me red notebooks. What happens when blue and the gold notebooks get introduced? The red and brown notebooks will depreciate in their value, and I will not be able to pursue whatever items that I can purchase with those brown and red notebooks in the future. So it really needs to change. Something really, really needs to change over here. And one of the suggestions I have is have a currency exchange. Allow us to spend our coins or gems and allow that to convert into these notebooks. As someone who has spent every single item in the shop using coins, I have absolutely zero use for coins right now. My coins are always maxed out at 50,000, and there's absolutely no use for these coins for me in the game. So what do I do with these coins? Allow us to have the opportunity to exchange the coins into gems or the coins into notebooks. That way it will definitely help boost our you know, it'll inspire me, at least. I don't know about you guys, but it will at least inspire me to play this game even more, because then I'll get more notebooks and hence I'll be able to purchase these pets or creatures in the Magical Creatures Reserve. Also, with regards to currency, let's talk about the real world currency, the real money that you pay in order to get these coins, gems, or notebooks or whatever. These prices are also different across devices. You know, some people are speculating that it's because iOS users have it different from Android users and that's why the prices are different. Some are also speculating that if you have spent real money in the game before, then it will be different from someone who has not spent any money in this game before. So what's happening here? Like, I really don't understand. It really baffles me to think why Jam City is putting these different prices for literally the same amount of items in these deals. Why are these prices different? Now, I get it, currency exchange from pounds to Singapore dollars to US dollars to Indian rupees or whatever your currency is, it will be different there, that's fine. But why is it different within the same currency? That's what baffles me. So having these the same would definitely be an improvement. I also feel like these friendship quests take way too long for us to finish. Yes, the first few friendships like Rowan, Penny, and Ben take very little time to fulfill because their requirements are much lesser than what is for Badia or Jay or Liz. These friendships take way too long for us to complete, and not just that, the reset timings for these playing gobstones and having a butterbeer and all that is way too long. I think 16 hours is a way too long of a reset time. It needs to be shorter than that because usually people only get to do this once in a day, once or twice if they're lucky, and that's pretty much it. So these timings really need to be shortened by a lot. And also the rewards for these friendship levels that you have with any of these friends is, again, clothing items. It's not really, you know, it's not really that great of a deal. Yes, you get gems and energy as well as rewards, but these can be spent very easily, and the amount of gems you get is very low, and well, you get your energy refreshed anyway, so getting energy as a reward is really not that satisfying. Dueling needs to be a permanent feature in my opinion. Dueling is something that only appears once in a while during a dueling event or something, and it needs to be a permanent feature. Just like how the friendship quests are there, it needs to be a permanent feature. And yes, there are so many things that can be improved in dueling. Right now it's just a game of luck and whether or not you're lucky enough to beat your opponent. So yes, definitely the gameplay mechanics of the dueling can be improved, but that's not what I'm talking about. I really just want dueling to be a permanent feature so that anybody can access it whenever they want to. Sure, given Hogwarts Mystery's trend, we'll probably also have a reset timing for the number of duels you can do in a day, but at least it would be there rather than waiting for an event and only then being able to duel. Having the ability to duel with real-world friends in real life would also be great, something which is similar to PvP and like Pokemon Go, for example. That would be amazing, but like I said, those are more towards the gameplay mechanics. I simply just want, at the moment, for dueling to be a permanent feature rather than waiting for events. Lastly, and probably the most important point that I want to make today, something that Jam City really needs to improve on, is the storyline. The storyline was something that I was intrigued by during the first few years of Hogwarts Mystery. The first few months that I played through years 1, 2, 3, and even year 4, the storyline was pretty interesting and it got me hooked to know what was going to happen next. But now in year 5, the storyline is just, it's honestly really terrible, and the storyline is just not progressing as much as it used to from years 1 to 4. There are so many quests right now in these chapters that get released where it's just one starter pass, but it's an 8-hour long quest, and it's just, when I look at that, I just feel so demotivated to even play the game. I literally, the other day when I opened the app and I saw the next quest was a 1 starter pass 8-hour long quest, I quit the app and I did not look and I did not open that again for, you know, a few days after that, because it's just something that I'm not really interested in doing. I've seen a lot of 8-hour quests coming up lately, and these quests are simply they lead to nowhere, literally, because basically nothing is happening in these quests. You know, like for example, in one of the latest chapters, minimum spoilers, don't worry, but you're basically trying to find Scabbers the rat, but you have to go to this person, and then you have to go to that person, and at this point in time, I don't even know why I'm searching for Scabbers in the first place. Like what does that have to do with saving Beatrice from the portrait? And she's been stuck in that portrait for God knows how long now. It's been almost 15 chapters, and she's been stuck in that portrait for so long, and the teachers are not doing anything. It's only up to the students to save Beatrice. It's not making sense anymore. So yeah, those are all the complaints that I have about Hogwarts Mystery. So many things can be done to make this game so much better. I really am rooting for Jam City and Hogwarts Mystery to improve in 2019. But right now, it's not as exciting as it was a few months ago when this game was released. So yeah, let me know what you guys think about this. Are my points valid? Do I make sense? Do I not make sense? Do you have any other suggestions to Jam City that you could make? Let me know in the comment section down below. Tweet at me as well at the Squibbler, and let's keep this conversation going, because it really can hopefully improve the gameplay in the future. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe if you're new to the channel. Like this video, you know, the usual YouTube stuff. Do that if you want to. And see you guys in the next video. Bye.